Kevin, he kept those skills as he grew.
The best passing big man in the game, Doris. Thank you.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
David Lee, very light on his feet for a big man. He played tennis until age 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
Barnes kicks to Iguodala. And another three for Golden State.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And David Lee, tremendous feet and excellent hands for a big guy. Really good touch, catching and finishing around the rim. Either hand, he's really a depth finisher, whether off the pass or on an offensive rebound.
So both teams changing it up here.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league ranking. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're number 2 shooting from the stripe. I'd say they've taken advantage of the charity at the free throw line.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. This is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And the basket by Morrow. And for David Lee, Steve, not just valued by his team for his play on the court, but also his presence in the locker room.
Yeah, a good teammate, makes a big difference in the community. Those things can really help and make a big contribution to team chemistry.
Here's Barnes, and he banks in the layup. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Here's Waiters. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Enes Kanter. The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. The kick out to Spates. They grab their own miss. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved, really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, toughness. It really established a nice foundation.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the first big move towards that size and defense for the Warriors was the trade of Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut with Milwaukee.
And like many trades, it was questioned initially, but Bogut has brought that toughness and interior defensive presence this team so desperately lacked. And the wins have really validated the Warriors' new direction.
Group in here for the Thunder. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the 3-point line.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving. What a flow offensively. I like what I see.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
Here's Barnes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And that's 11 points for Barnes. Westbrook passes to Adams. Here's Waiters. Buries it from three-point range.
And Green, a combo forward, you know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
Outside Westbrook. Here's the 3.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Livingston kicks to Bogut. There's the feed to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Barnes. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish. But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And it's slammed in by Holiday. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Goes up. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. McGarry's checked in for Adams. Jones comes in for Nick Collison. And Kyle Singler subbed in for Andre Robertson. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's McGarry. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Bogut. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. To the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount. A comeback.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 18 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Bogut. And it's Holiday and the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Warriors packing Oracle Arena, but plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine one of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from their original intended spot on the piers, the spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Now here's Westbrook. Right now averaging 27 points a game. And he dunks it down. Out of this world aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here. Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark? Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him for such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Novak's checked in. Morrow comes in for Roberson. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Dion Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 24. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
And he gets it to go. Novak's got his second bucket tonight.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. Here we can get a look at Oklahoma City, Kevin, and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in rebounding, second in scoring, and they also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That's elite level marksmanship at the stripe.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back. That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Lets it go with a 3. DJ Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got his first 3 points of the game.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title, even if you are a really good team with star players. It just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and they've made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
Green with a screen for Curry. There's the pass to Bogut. They kick it out to Green. No good on the 3. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. It's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. Curry outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 33 points for Steph Curry. And Augustine kicks to Cantor. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Curry with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Here's Lamb. From the left block, he sends it through. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Curry attacking. Bogut. Misses off the left iron.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
The Warriors pull it in. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound on the night. On deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Knocked away.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you